Hi Pisces, I hope you don't mind this beautiful glowing sunlight that I have coming in from my window. It's a beautiful day and I thought this was very fitting for your reading, Pisces. Let's go ahead and see what important message is coming through for you, what you're meant to receive at this specific timeline, Pisces, as we are now at the end of January 2025 for Pisces. Moving into February, what important message is coming through for you? Your readings are always so interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if we see, again, the regular cards reoccurring. Judgment or the High Priestess. Okay, we're starting off different today. Page of Swords. This energy feels new, fresh. This is very exciting. Oh, wow. Okay, I already like where this is headed. Let's take a look. Page of Swords with the Six of Wands. You know, with your energy, this excitement, I'm picking up on your excitement. You're excited about something. There's something that you are looking forward to, or that you are you're anxious to dive into or to jump into. I think it's your success. Something is coming across your path that you see could do very, very well. Something that you're really good at. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. Hold on, let me get some clarifiers here, Pisces. I feel like this reading, I can already tell, is going to be a little deep. Oh, okay. So we have Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands and the Justice. Some type of project or craft that you have been working on. This is something that you've dedicated a lot of your time. Could be your career path, your passion, your interests, something you've been studying. A lot of you Pisceans are really good at like healing work or healing techniques. You're really good at teaching, advising, mentoring. I mean, your role in life, whether it's professionally or just socially, you're really good at helping people to build their confidence, build their strength, build their creativity, stretch their imagination. And this year in 2025, I see your, whatever it is that you keep pursuing, Pisces, I see there's like a lot of research. Like you are always trying to stay on trend, or you're trying to stay on top of things. You're always trying to stay on top of like your education or your skill sets or your health. You're trying to stay on top of how you can be better as a student in life. But that is going to pay off for you. That is paying off. That this is leading into your path of victory. So what you're doing right. You're doing it very, very well. You're right about yourself. You're right about your vision, okay? You're right about the direction that you are feeling led to go at this particular time, because it is it's propelling you forward in a very fast pace where it almost feels like when something goes viral, when something takes off, like it starts slow and steady, but then you gain momentum and confidence and you're like, okay, I feel that this is it. There's something here. And then boom, it transforms into something powerful, magnetic, magnificent, and bigger. There's like this big realization here that you can turn something small into something like bigger and better. Now, the thing is, oh, interesting. I like this. The thing is, your confidence, I see it may have not always been there. You may have been dealing with self-doubt or external criticism, but you are now no longer seeking validation. You are no longer, because the Queen kind of has her back turned towards the people. Maybe in the past it helped you, but now you don't really care about people's opinions. You don't care if people think that your dreams are stupid or silly, or that you're going to fail, or that you're a dreamer. Pisces, you're a really big dreamer. You dream very, very big and very, very deep. And whatever it is that you want for your life, you can fulfill that dream. This greatness within you, it's always been there, and now it's awakening. I see you've been doing the work. You've been investing your time, your energy, your money You've been putting in the deep work, digging deep, confronting, like your shadows, doing some shadow work, pushing through when times were tough, when it seemed challenging, but also pushing through hard truths, because we see the justice coming in too. Healing the pain that could have been holding you back. It's like you have overcome that. You have been taking it on directly. And because of this, you're now shining. There's something that in your spirits, in your soul, in your bones, Pisces. Like you're meant to do something on this physical realm, in this reality. And you're seeing that. You're seeing that you play an important part, an important role. No matter how hard people try to overlook you, your light, it's impossible to ignore. They cannot help but to be drawn or attracted to you. Your essence and your presence is very, very strong. And it leaves a lasting, lingering effect on people and in their lives. Especially, in relationships, whether it's romantic relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it has to do with maybe your work or just social interactions. You have this quality about yourself that you leave a lasting impression on people. They will never forget you. Even if these people are no longer in your life, or you have recently cut them out of your life because you gave so much of yourself to them, as much as they may try to deny it, they cannot deny how much you have helped them, how much you have positively influenced or affected them. When they think of you, Pisces, they, setting their ego aside, they will have fond memories of you. Like, oh yeah, Pisces, they were pretty creative. Oh yeah, Pisces, they were really generous. They were really loving. They were very caring. They really helped me out a lot. They were always there for me. They were that loyal friend or partner or employee. Like, they cannot deny that. Let me see. What else do we need to know? I feel like there's something coming in. Moving into February. What is it that Pisces needs to do? What is the next step? We see your dedication is good. What does Pisces need to do? You're good at what you do. And the very great, strong quality about yourself is that when you set your mind to something, you dedicate yourself to it. That's why your success will have a long-term effect, because you are loyal by a default. When you love someone, you stick by them. When you love something, you stick by it. When you enjoy what you do, you remain in it. You love a job, you'll stick to that job. You're loyal to the position, to the company. You love your friends, you will ride or die for them. You be there for them. And I think this also plays in with whatever it is that you are studying or researching, or you have a passionate interest in. You're really doing a lot of work. I'm curious to know, if you don't mind sharing, Pisces, what is this that you are strongly determined to see through this year? Because there's a lot of excitement. So maybe you're researching how to build a home, or how to buy a house, or how to move, or how to excel in your career, how to start your own career, how to open up your own web shop or business, how to create something. There's something that you are I can do this. I feel it. I know I have the power to do this. I have the resources. I have the knowledge. You're being divinely guided. People are going to be very open to receive what it is that you have to offer as well. They see the value that you hold and that you offer. They want to support that. They want to support you. They want to support your journey. I see something like whatever it is that you're passionate about, once you throw it out there, once you throw it out into the universe, once you claim it, share it, you're going to get some type of support. Whether it's from your partner, your spouse, your family, your community, your following, or like family, you're getting support here from the right people. From the right people, you're going to get support. People are going to be on board. You're going to see help coming. Let's see, what does Pisces need to do? What does Pisces need to do next? Oh, look at this. Okay, hold on. I'm just loving the sunlight. Ace of Swords, breakthrough. 6 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and we're looking at the 10 of Pentacles. You know, this isn't about you also stepping into your truth, Pisces. It's your success that's speaking for you. The universe is putting your achievements, your craft, your resilience front and center, especially to those who underestimated you. I think that's interesting how we have the 6 of Wands and then we have the 6 of Swords here. There may have been people in the past that they did not believe in you, or that they didn't believe what you were doing was worth it. They didn't want to stick by you, but you were rooting for yourself. You continue to root for yourself. Or at least in this year, you're putting yourself first. And you're turning away from people and energies that have neglected you, or that may have even seen you as like damaged, or that may have turned away from you when you needed them the most. But you know what they say? There is a story behind like the pain. Beautiful art comes from some type of deep wound or trauma, and the path that you're on, or that you are going to find yourself really excelling in, I see it has to do with, not that you're trying to show up for people that underestimated you, but that hurt, it's like it motivated you. It's like your motivating factor. Maybe it was the way that you were raised, the way that you were brought up. Like you don't want to repeat those patterns, so you're going to try to do better for yourself. Or maybe you have once been in an unfortunate situation and you never want to experience that for you or your family or your children. Like you don't want to go back there anymore. You've gone through heartbreak or some type of hurt and betrayal, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I need to experience that to recognize the red flags and the trigger points, but like you're never going to put yourself in that compromising situation. And someone here in your path, in your past path, Pisces, I see that this person or these group of people, or maybe it's like multiple people, where there's like been some neglect. Okay, I see like you have been taking care of yourself, you have been standing up for yourself, or you have always been the one fighting for yourself the hardest when other people weren't. And those people, they are seeing now that there was nothing really wrong. There was nothing wrong with you. It's not that you were broken or damaged. It was that you were like slowly developing and becoming who you were meant to be. And an example I can give you from what I'm seeing here is that, you know, when you are in your younger phase in life, you are trying to understand your purpose, your path, what you're meant to do, who the type of people that you love, what you're trying to pursue. And I'm seeing that there may have been someone that kind of scoffed at that or laughed at you, or again, like planted some type of seed of insecurity or doubt, or tried to at least, because they just couldn't understand you. I'm sorry if this reading kind of just seems all over the place, Pisces, but that's just, I feel like that's just your energy. You're so complex. You're multifaceted. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, one specific message, because it taps into many paths, many messages, many scenarios, many energies. But overall, this is showing that you're opening up. Everything you've worked for, everything you've dreamed about, it's starting to manifest. It's starting to manifest here. It's coming together. Maybe as a kid or as a child or as a teenager, or even just last year, you've longed for something. You daydreamed and you saw yourself accomplishing something you've always wanted to do. And this is the year that we see the foundation being finalized, being built. Like maybe you've always wanted to have kids, or you've always wanted to be married. You've always wanted to live abroad. You've always wanted to make 6 figures. There's something here. Like everyone's end result is different, but we see that, on a scale 1 through 10, we see the 10, the completion is coming. It may even be something small to you, where you're like, I've always wanted to have a dog. When I was a kid, I dreamed of having a dog, or a sanctuary, an animal sanctuary. Or maybe you've always wanted to, buy a house on a farm. But again, we see like this path, like you're doing it. Even when people may have doubted you, or they didn't stick by you through the toughest times when you needed them the most. So whether you're like writing, creating, just showing up in the world as your authentic self, you're making waves, Pisces. You are making waves, okay? The universe is going to send you signs. Look out this week. The universe is going to send you signs. It could be through conversations, synchronicities. It's going to let you know that you're on the right path and where and what to do next. So pay attention to that, okay? Pay attention to that. These signs are guiding you towards the next chapter of your greatness. Sometimes these signs, though, here's the thing. As much as we try to deny it, sometimes these signs reveal what you need to let go, or who you need to separate yourself from to make yourself better and stronger. So there's a lot to gain, but sometimes to gain more, you have to let go of others, or let go of some things. So if you ever felt like you haven't been heard, your voice hasn't been heard, you haven't been seen, maybe you were overlooked, or maybe that others only saw your downs versus your ups, it's changing. People are starting to see the value that you bring, not only in what you create, but who you are. Your energy is very, very rare. You are rare. And I also see here too, like people that you've dealt with in the past, they won't come across someone like you. They may have moved on to new friends, new relationships, new, co-workers, but they will never experience what they experienced with you. They may try hard, but they won't. They can't. Let me see. It's almost like, Pisces, you've known that. You've known in your spirit. You've always known that there was something greater within yourself, like the magician, like you were waking up. Even when you were like a child, you knew that you were meant for great things in this life. You couldn't pinpoint it, but you just had this feeling, this burning fire. You knew that this energy was just waiting to break free. Now here you are, breaking free from the chains, defying odds, proving that nothing can hold you back. Your mind is stronger. Your determination is stronger. Your spirit. It's like you've rewritten the narrative of your life. You've taken every challenge and you've turned it into fuel. Okay? It's like you're taking it head on, hands on, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how great I can be. Again, you've turned some type of pain into your gain. Okay, let me see. I know you don't mind these longer readings, but I feel led to do just one more pull here for you, Pisces. Ooh, the World. I felt there was a jumper coming in. The World. Ooh. Knight of Pentacles. That kind of flew over here, so I'll read that. And then we have the Fool. Nothing can really hold you back at this point, especially this year. Nothing can hold you back. The Knight of Pentacles. So I'm also seeing here to take big chances this year, take big leaps, especially when it comes to whatever it is, again, that you're dedicated to. If you're dedicated to your health journey, if you're dedicated to your personal goals, your big goals, again, investment, dedicate it. But sometimes those investments, it requires big risks, big moves, things that you may feel foolish about, or maybe things that you've never done or experienced. But this is the time, this is the year, especially moving into February. Do something that you've never done before, Pisces, because it's going to lead to different results. It's like when you're trying to cook a recipe, you may have been using the same ingredients, but when you throw in one extra different ingredient, it can transform the game, right? It's like you went from making bread, but then once you throw in a little bit of sugar and vanilla extract, now it turns into cake. And you throw in some eggs, right? So it's something like that. It's like, this something is a game changer. You still pursue your passion for cooking, we'll just say for this example, but once you take a risk and you're like, let me try something, it's going to build into something bigger and better. So focus on those dreams. Keep them close to yourself. Trust your intuition, like always, Pisces. It will always guide you right. It will always, even though, again, it feels scary, it feels new, you don't know what you're doing, you may feel like a fool. Your intuition, because I see the moon here too, your intuition will guide you. You're stepping into a season where your greatness will no longer be a question. It's going to be a fact. Your dreams are unfolding. Your purpose is unfolding. Your work is going to be recognized. You are going to be recognized. Your name is going to be recognized. Your confidence is radiating. Like, you've been calling out for this, for a sign for your passion, and we see it coming in here. Especially, you notice that I did not get any cup energy. Not to say, well, except for the 6 of Cups, but not to say that, this is, you're not going to find love. But I feel like a lot of you, Pisces, maybe you're content in love, or you're happy with love, or you're wanting to work on yourself before you're jumping into something serious when it comes to love connections. Working on healing yourself, working on prioritizing your needs, okay, your interests. And maybe that's why we see the Page of Swords, because you are staying focused and busy with leveling up on other parts of your life. You don't want to chase after, empty love again, or shallow love. You're really wanting to dive deep. So I really see this year being a winning year for you. This is your time to rise and shine, and to let the world see what you've always known about yourself. Like, you were meant for greatness. The thing about you too, Pisces, unfortunately, but also fortunately, the things that you are looking to do, I see that it's hard. It may feel like you're doing a lot of work and research, because what you want to do or what you're interested in, not a lot of people do it. So you have to be the trailblazer. Maybe you want to open up, like a quirky bakery that is a bakery, but also like a cat cafe that plays like jazz music, right? There's something here. There's something so unique about you. Like we saw earlier, you are really, you can't be replicated or duplicated. And that goes for like your dreams and your visions and your craft, and your powers. It's very hard to mimic what you are trying to do. And it's really hard to create what is in your mind because it's so unique. But that's where the risk that comes in. Like whatever you want to pursue, unfortunately, not a lot of people have pursued that because they aren't like you, Pisces. Like you want to create an image, you want to create some art, but no one has that twist like you do. So there's no blueprint, unfortunately, for what you're trying to do or what you're meant to do in this life. I see a lot of you being the trailblazer again. And I think going back to this earlier message, maybe that's why this energy felt a little challenging to pinpoint it, because that's the thing about you. You're hard to pinpoint. And I feel like in the past, you maybe that it was hard for you to walk in your greatness because you couldn't exactly pinpoint what you wanted to do or what you're meant to do or what your life purpose was, because you're so, again, multifaceted. You have many interests, you have many skills, you have many talents, okay? Many interests. So it was hard to pinpoint. And maybe that's why people were like doubting or underestimating you, because they couldn't pinpoint you either. They couldn't put you in a box. You were too great for that. You were not meant to be in a box. You were meant to kind of, explore and expand into the greater world. So with that being said, what you're trying to do or to connect with, or what you're trying to build or achieve, it's going to look different than the people and the peers around you because you're different. Your vision is different. Maybe that's why you feel like you have been having to work so hard, because no one is doing what you're doing. But your time is now. I see things opening up for you. Your voice, your creativity, your art, your energy, your passion, okay? Your success, it's going to be experienced in the world this year. So I'll see you in the next reading, Pisces. Stay well and be blessed.